The other day, I had someone take me on the chin because I advocate we training our children, we teaching our children, we are the educators of our children, and that the mothers, which are the first line teachers, should be the ones to actually educate the children. And the fathers is kind of like the principal and the board of education, if you know what I mean. And the sickness of this world has become so great and so sad at the same time that people refuse to see what is real, true social morality. You think about this for a second, okay? All right. When you take your children and you send them to a daycare or a child care or whatever else, whatever care, and you put them in the care of strangers that you don't know, and you pay them to take care of the children that you're having, which you should be doing yourself, you subject that child to, there's a great chance, 40% more chance of risk of them being physically abused, mentally abused, and sexually abused. And it's too late to bellyache about what and the about the atrocities of what happened and how it was so bad that it happened to them and things like that, because you already got plenty of sick people in the world who you can't even take your children over to your cousins, your uncles, your nieces, your aunt's house or whatever it is. And when they leave outside of the confines of your home right there, there's always a risk. And there's always a risk. And there's even a greater risk. And now when you get to public school system, and if you're not training up your children through homeschool, which is the vanguard of the strength of the family order. But if you send them to the public school system, they stand even a greater risk of mental abuse, verbal abuse, bullying, sexual abuse from predators. They stand a chance of getting turned out. Just all kinds of stuff. And then you send them out there to other people who is going to pour their system of morality, is going to pour into them what they call values. And their values may not be shared with you. It's because it's a societal construct that they've given us that everybody has done fell into. And anytime you start bucking against, or anytime you just start actually just practicing liberty, because you're not bucking against, it seems like the more freedom that you try to do and try to have in this world, the more you're scrutinized by all of those who are caught up inside the system. And then they become agents for the system. It's just crazy. But it's so sad. It's so sad that the way our minds have been taught to think today. I mean, the family is the structure whereby society in itself can actually have some form of morality and some form of sanity. Can we really truly say, with the way that the world is going today, that we're going to have a moral generation here in about another 10 years? How about 15 years? How about 20 years with the way things are going? Man, I'm telling you, everything is suspect today. Everything is literally suspect today. My advice is to try to distance yourself as far as you can away from people who do not share the same morals and values that you do, and especially from people who don't believe the way that you do, because I'm telling you right now, there are people out there that are seeking to change the whole composition of your family. And they're there to try to pit your children against you. And even amongst people you associate with, you have to be careful because when someone has a disagreement, rather than honoring and respecting your the way you live and the way that you do, they're going to try their best to just impose their value system on you. And if they disagree, they're going to undermine. They're going to try to go behind your back. They're going to try to do all kinds of things to change the minds of your children, because it seems like every single body is after the children nowadays, which is sad. So as parents, and as the creators of those children and stuff, you should be the first line of defense to protect them against all these wicked predators out there today.